So, welcome back. This is the continuation of the brown house. I am finishing up with some decorative items, placing on the shelf and the coffee table, some things I'll probably put on the kitchen counters and things like that. But I didn't want the house to be overly cluttered, but I did want it to look like someone had been living there for a while. So and again, I have a lot of custom content, so it takes me sometimes a while to find exactly what I want. I need to start using the search feature more, but I just kind of like scrolling. And as you can see, I use a kind of a funky lamp here. And, I was like, oh, we need some kind of centerpiece on the table because I know my grandmother always had something on the table. So I played around until I found this flower set here, and I thought it was really cute, and I've never used it before. And again, curtains that match the rest of the living room area. And I played around with putting like some blinds because, I'm a black person, and most of us black people don't like our windows open where everybody can just see right into our house. And sometimes I have to shrink up these mats to get them to look the way I want them to. But I'm sometimes I'm really bad about not putting the fire detector by because Sims. You get that one sim that just constantly burns down the house, and it just pisses me off. So that's like a standard feature. I always try to have those. And I love the light switches. I don't like the way they snap to, so typically I tend to use the cheat to move them where I want so that they look better. And I try to put them where I think light switches ought to be in a particular house. I mean, in your house, you've got light switches everywhere. Shouldn't they have light switches too? I also wish that The Sims would have included the lighting feature, that you can turn on and set the dimmers and all that from the switch instead of it just being a decorative item. Again, I don't know why they don't think of these things themselves, but they do. They don't. And that right there, I was trying to place the sponge, and unless you have the tools, and I have the tools, I just didn't feel like being bothered with them. So I just decided, okay, they don't get a sponge on the counter. And as you can see, I am putting clutter because my grandmother had stuff everywhere, but there was enough space for her to cook. So I always try to have at least one counter that is completely free of debris and stuff. And then, the toaster, the coffee maker. I gave them a dishwasher, even though, in older homes, you may not have dishwashers, but I put that up there. And like I said, I love some of the custom clutter that I have. So, bowl of fruit. I think I ended up taking the fruit off. I can't remember, but as you can see, I spin a lot to see if I like what I'm seeing. So sorry if you guys are getting seasick. I'll get more mindful of this as I make more videos. I changed the TV just a little bit to an angle. Oh, and I love the rug that I did finally choose. I'd never used that rug before. And as you can see, I skipped upstairs because I had no idea what I wanted to do with that room yet. So in doing the bathroom, old-fashioned plumbing, basic sink, basic toilet, and, of course, that mirror medicine cabinet that we can't open. And, this was the yellow bathroom, so yellow accents. Oh, I love the plunger thing. Yeah, I hate that they can't actually use that, even though we know the animation for it. I put freestanding rolls of toilet paper on the back of the toilet because, I don't know about your house, but we have to have stuff like that, extra toilet paper within reach because, who knows when you're going to be on the toilet doing your business, run out of paper, and the paper is in the cabinet 2 feet away from you. So I know it's a game, but I think of it as real life. It is a simulation after all. And the master bedroom suite, I ended up making it mostly like pinks. Don't know why I chose pink because I have no idea what sim is going to end up living in this house. And hey, your sim might not be a pink person, but it has a lot of pink in that bathroom. And then I was like, I hate boring landings for the second floor. So I was like, okay, we got to make this more interesting. You know, let's put some curtains up here. Let's put a couple of maybe chairs or, you know, a chair and a table or a bookshelf, you know, so things sit out. So I decided to use the little ottoman type things, and I think they're really cute. Love those. Then the master bedroom. Grandma's bedspread, that's what it would look like. On the wrought iron bed, the old worn tables, a couple of old looking lamps, and then, you know, a little artwork in the room. Now I don't think I did a closet for this room. The master bedroom doesn't have a closet. But you know what? It's not like the Sims actually need it. Okay, maybe I did give them a closet. So, and then, you know, I was like, how am I going to make this little bitty room work now that I put that in there? Put that closet in this space, but it worked out fine for, you know, a kid. And who knows, if you had a pregnant Sim, this might be a really small nursery, but typically all they need is the baby's bed anyway. So, and a changing table later on. And then, you know, once I got everything set in here, you know, I put some lights in those little alcoves to give them a little more brightness to the room. Add some artwork, light switches. And then I went back down and, you know, adjusted the roof line and made sure that everything looked good. And then I was like, okay, this is a cute little house, but we need to do some landscaping kind of, you know. And I wanted it to be a decent looking house, but I didn't want it to be, you know, typical. So, you know, she's got bushes and flowers and colored in a little bit of dirt here and there, and, you know, put them a light outside. And then I, you know, finally figured out we needed to put some lights maybe over the garage. And then, you know, a chair on the front porch. And I was surprised that I could fit two. And I don't think it's a problem. Of course, I haven't tested this house. I try to test all my houses before I upload them to the gallery because I want to make sure that the Sim can get into all the spaces without, you know, any problems. Nothing's blocked or anything like that. And I did put some unkempt shrubbery and stuff in the back because, you know, Grandma and Grandpa are tired and old. They don't want to do the yard all the time. They don't want to be out there cutting stuff. But that's my typical brown house build. See you in the next one. Dag, dag.